Most people spend their lives trying to force outcomes, to push and strive and struggle their way into the reality they desire. But what if the key to transformation wasn't effort? What if the universe didn't need your stress, your worry, or your overthinking, but instead responded to something much simpler, much purer, and infinitely more powerful? The truth is, creation doesn't happen in the mind alone. The mind is a tool for analysis, memory, logic, and projection. It's brilliant at interpreting the world we see. But it is not the generator of energy. It is not the source of the vibration that aligns you with your desired future. That source resides in the heart. The heart is not merely a pump that moves blood. It is an electromagnetic powerhouse. It radiates a field thousands of times more powerful than that of the brain. This field is not random. It communicates. It sends signals to the body, to the brain, and to the quantum field all around you. And when the heart and the brain are in coherence, in harmony, they create a signal so strong, so clear, that the universe can't help but respond. Effortless manifestation begins when you stop thinking from your past and start feeling from your future. It's not about begging reality to change. It's about aligning your inner environment, your thoughts, your feelings, and your energy with the outcome you desire, as if it has already happened. You must feel it first. That is the secret, because the heart speaks in emotion, and emotion is the language of the quantum. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. And who you are in this present moment, how you feel, how you think, how you radiate determines the signal you send into the field. So ask yourself, are you sending a signal of lack or fulfillment? Are you living from the frequency of fear, doubt, and separation, or from joy, gratitude, and wholeness? Because the universe doesn't hear your words. It hears your vibration. This is where the Heart-Brain Hack begins. When you tune into elevated emotions, gratitude, love, freedom, inspiration, you signal to the brain and body that the future you desire is already real. You collapse the timeline. You bring the frequency of that future into your now. And in that moment, you become a magnet for the very life you once believed was distant. Gratitude is the gateway. Not as a reaction to receiving, but as a way of being before anything happens. When you feel grateful for something that hasn't happened yet, your body believes it's already real. And if your body believes it, it changes your chemistry. It changes your hormones. It changes your electromagnetic field. And that changes the broadcast that reorders reality. But it's not just about feeling good. It's about sustaining that elevated state long enough to condition the body to it. Most people dip into high states briefly when they meditate, when they visualize, when they hope. But then they go back to their familiar emotional addictions, frustration, impatience, blame. To truly master manifestation, you must teach your body to live in the future instead of emotionally returning to the past. This requires consistency. It requires awareness. You must notice when your body wants to default back to a familiar emotional pattern and choose differently. You must interrupt the thought before it becomes a feeling and the feeling before it becomes a state of being. That is the moment of power. That's where change happens, not in trying to make reality bend, but in choosing to be different in the face of the old triggers. When you break the habit of being your old self, you make space for a new reality to emerge. The more you practice heart-brain coherence, the more your nervous system adapts to this new baseline. You no longer need to force faith or try to believe it becomes who you are. You walk as your future self. You breathe as your future self. You respond to life not from a place of need or control, but from trust and surrender. And in that space, the universe moves. Opportunities come not because you chase them, but because you are aligned with them. People appear, synchronicities occur, solutions arise. Not through effort, but through resonance. You don't need to convince the world to give you what you want. You need to convince your body that it's already done. And when the body knows, the field reflects. When the heart and brain are one, the path appears without force. When the signal is clear, the response is inevitable. This is not fantasy. This is not wishful thinking. This is physics. Coherence is measurable. Your energy is measurable. Your influence is real. You are not a victim of your environment. You are a creator of it. So take your attention off the absence of your desire. Take your focus off what is missing. Instead, place it on the feeling of already having it. Live from that place. Embody that future. Teach your body to know it. Let your heart broadcast it. And reality will begin to shape itself around you, not because you tried harder, but because you became the version of you that no longer needs to try. Please subscribe.